So you want to talk about credit repairs and those kinds of things, all right? Um, it's a very involved subject. Credit repair is one of the hottest things today. Um, uh, Ever since the 2008 financial fiasco, when Mr. Warren Buffett came out and said that our economy is at the abyss. We are staring at the abyss. I believe something to that, some words to that effect is what he said. Um, all the lending institutions woke up all of a sudden and they started to squeeze the consumer. They started to cut the credit lines, basically secured or unsecured. Um, in the past, home equity lines could not be changed, but even those changed. Um, the bottom line was that they wanted to take away billions of dollars of liability exposure that they had in unused credit limits, so they started to cut it down. And what that has done is that has kind of created a downward spiral for a lot of people who rely on credit, a lot of businesses that relied on credit, a lot of individuals who manage their financial affairs through their credit lines. We live in a society, actually now it's true globally, that credit is a very integral part of how we function. And when people started to lose their credit lines, it became harder for them, and they got squeezed. A lot of people, there is statistics going somewhere, an increase of 25% or something in personal bankruptcies last year because of this phenomenon. And so the credit issues that used to be the exception have now become the norm. And that has brought in a lot of the quick fix artists onto the scene, where they promise that they're going to repair your credit. At Growth by Design, we do not repair your credit. We don't know how. As best as I understand it, it's not possible to repair your credit. Credit is one of those things that when you fall into a certain category, that is where it stays. It cannot be altered. There are people who claim that they can erase your bad history, they can create new history. That's not possible. Credit restoration is possible, and it takes time. It takes a while to rebuild your credit, correct the things that have gone wrong, and then develop new credit lines and pay on them for a certain period of time to start getting the same privileges that people had before. It is shouldn't be that hard to understand that it takes several years for people to get into a spot where their credit becomes an issue. It cannot be fixed overnight. You cannot just simply pull some magic wand and erase the things that are there. In fact, you cannot erase any information that once has been recorded in your credit file and is accurate. It may be negative for you, but if it's accurate, it cannot be erased. If you were behind on a payment for, say, 45 days, it's always going to show up like you were behind in 45 days. Now, if you weren't behind and you can document it, then that will be removed. Our credit restoration is really for those people who are interested in rebuilding their credit for the long haul. We spend a great deal of time with them. We help them understand what goes into a credit profile. We work with lenders that are going to give them a second chance, and we help them rebuild their credit. And usually takes anywhere from 12 to 18 months, sometimes even longer, for them to achieve that.